Hey everybody, Jillian here for Illustrated Faith's Print and Pray Shop. Today I've got a brand new Bible journaling process video featuring this super fun set from Kelly Bangs called Solomon the Life Coach. I've already cut into it. You may notice that my set here looks a little different than the one that you get when you download it. That's because I removed some of the pieces that I thought would be best printed on sticker paper and did just that, printed them on their own on sticker paper. So I've got a bunch of pieces cut out already. This was such a fun one to use. I love these little journaling spots. It's got these cute highlighters, pens, markers, scribbles, which all coordinate with the colors from the new Captivated kit, which we'll work through together in the month of March as a community. So I'm here in Proverbs 12. I pulled some stamps from my stash. One of them is at least available in the Illustrated Faith shop, and then I'll bring in some other bits later on in the video. So I had an idea for this page to use a few of the Proverbs that Kelly included in her set, these three, like what I want to focus on with my little boy now, my 6-year-old. So I selected these three kind of with that in mind, and I'm going to show you how I cut these up. So you know those little like notebook torn edges that none of our teachers wanted us to turn our homework in on? Well, they are abundant in this set, and so I'm just showing you here that instead of cutting into each teeny tiny little crevice, I just created a slit for each opening and then ruffled that up with my finger on either side of the paper so you get that texture, which is really fun. One of my favorite things about this page and Kelly's set are all of the fun torn edges here, and so these look just kind of like scraps of paper, and I'm going to speed this up here so you can see how I layered each of these scraps. I was sure to keep the most interesting bits from each little journaling spot on display here on my page, and then I taped everything in place with my Illustrated Faith tape runner. So I moved some things around a little bit just to get that adhesive on there, but I didn't want to forget how I had it, so kind of just taped it in place. So I have three big clusters, and then my title is going to go somewhere in between there. So I wanted to feature these three Proverbs. The third one didn't make it on my page, so I decided to go with the two that were like neutral colored, so they would pop up off of the colorful background. And then I decided to pop up one of them on foam adhesive to try it out, but I didn't do it with the other one because I already liked the way that it looked. So then I grabbed the terrazzo washi tape that's included with the Captivated kit. It coordinates perfectly with this set because this set coordinates perfectly with the Captivated kit. I decided to use these typed alphas from the Illustrated Faith shop. I don't know if they're still available, but I decided to stamp out my title, Walk This Way, next to that center cluster there. So this is going to be my focal point. I'll put my journaling off camera onto those two largest journaling spots off to the right. And then I grabbed the sheet that I had printed on sticker paper, and I really wanted to include this one like border strip almost of all of the highlighters along the interior margin, but I didn't have enough room and I didn't want to like have to trim that thing in half or even only use a third of it. I wanted to keep it in its entirety. So I decided instead to take all of those fun scribbles and put those around my page and then layer things up with terrazzo. So about my journaling today, I'm reading a parenting book written by Dr. Tony Evans. It's wonderful. It's called Raising Kingdom Kids, and I just finished reading this section about wisdom, and so I was so excited when I saw this set to journal a little bit more about it in my Bible. I specifically created this page to record a prayer about bringing my sons up in wisdom, and so like I mentioned, I chose the three that I wanted to focus on, those three Proverbs, for his personality type and what he's interested in and what I think he would most benefit from right now. Because, you know, our little ones aren't with us forever, and so when I read this definition in the Raising Kingdom Kids book, it says, ultimately, wisdom is the God-given ability to perceive the true nature of a thing and then implement the will of God concerning it. Put another way, wisdom is spiritual truth applied to life's realities. And who doesn't want that for their child? So that really caught my attention and definitely inspired this page here. I pulled the Word Nerd 2020 stamp set, which is available in the Illustrated Faith shop because it's got some fun office supply motifs happening, and I thought the binder clip would just be perfect. Because I'm recording a prayer, I decided to top it off with that Amen. Tried to make that border strip work one more time, and it just wouldn't. That's just so funny to me. I'm going to highlight the verse that I'm journaling, Proverbs 12:15, with one of the highlighters that was included with the Captivated kit, and then I went ahead and did my journaling off camera. So that's going to do it for me today. I've got some close-ups of my project here if you want to see. The supplies that I used are linked down in the video description below if you want to check any of those out. I think this would be a great set to get as we prepare to work through the Captivated devotional kit together. It's going to be great. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you soon.